Alright guys, back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to take a look at this guy right here. The new EZA Super Saiyan 2 AGL Goku. This guy is a monstrous EZA and exactly what we needed on a couple of teams, right? This guy is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered for both the Majin Buu Saga team as well as the Kamehameha team. Both of those teams really could use this guy. Honestly, he's going to be pretty solid on Super Saiyan 2 as well, which is where we're going to rock him. Because all three of the new Super Saiyan 2 Gokus are basically support units or, buffs to the Super Saiyan 2 category, which is fine because the Super Saiyan 2 category is pretty limited. But, I mean, if we were going to buff either the Super Saiyan 2 category or the Otherworld Warrior category, quite obviously the Otherworld Warrior category, which, is down there as one of the worst categories in the game, needed it a hell of a lot more, and they did not get it, unfortunately, right? Okay, so one thing that this Goku does is he does raise attack for 6 turns. So that is something important to keep in mind with him. So basically he's going to be able to, build up that attack for several turns, right? So like additionals would allow him to hit a higher attack stat, for able to get several additionals. Okay. So 1.1 million, already I could tell y'all that is incredible, considering the amount of, okay, so there we go, yeah, just like that, 1.28 now, pretty good. But the attack stat that he's hitting, considering he also is going to be very solid defensively, and then he's also giving an attack buff to the rest of the rotation, he is incredible. This is an amazing unit. Like, I'm really, really telling y'all, these Super Saiyan 2 Gokus are, like, really important for some of these teams. When that Majin Buu arc team gets that transforming Vegito, which I think is like 99.9% chance going to be the new leader of the Majin Buu arc team, you guys are going to want to have either the physical or the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku. The tech one is built a little differently. The tech one, for him, he's basically, he hits much harder than the AGL and physical ones do, but he doesn't really give the same level of support that they do, right? That one, he's really just buffing himself with Super Saiyan 2 categories, whereas the AGL and physical ones, they're, kind of buffing the entire Super Saiyan 2 category. So there's that Goku at 3 million, by the way. Again, like, Goku and Vegeta are so wild. What's funny is, in context for this team right here, the Super Saiyan 2 team, if Goku and Vegeta did not transform, they'd probably be a lot better, because they would link up so much better with all of these prepared for battle Saiyan units that are on this team, right? LR Killing Caulifla, LR AGL Gohan, LR Int Gohan, you go on and on and on, all these, just normal, traditional prepared for battle type units, right? Okay, so let me see what Goku's defense is, by the way. 92k, that is very good. Dude, they did not play around. Like, I would say this guy, like, seriously, is, I don't know that I want to call him one of the best EZA units in the game. I feel like that's probably not accurate, but one of the most valuable EZA units in the game. I think that is highly accurate because Super Saiyan 2 Goku, quite honestly, was, like, a unit grouping that kind of had a bit of holes in it, right? Like, because we just got the Dokkan Fest exclusive, for Super Saiyan 2 Angel, which is really, really great. But just Super Saiyan 2 Goku, we had not had like a really great one you would really, really want to run until now. And now we do. There's 2, right? You could use the physical one, and he'll prioritize defense for non-Super Saiyan 2 category units, or the AGL one will prioritize attack. I do think the attack one is, probably a little bit better, just for what you want to go for. I mean, if I look at their stats, let me see. The AGL one has higher attack as well, so he's going to hit a bit harder. I just think overall the AGL one is a bit better. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but, it is what it is. So I would, sort of keep that in mind with the 2 of them. But, these are units that have been out for a ridiculously long time. Like, these Super Saiyan 2 Gokus got their awakenings back in September of 2016, before the 2-year anniversary, just to give you guys context of how long these guys have been around, right? So, again, this is where EZA just comes in unbelievable clutch and proves itself to be like the greatest thing about this damn game is it's just exactly that right there. Like, you get these units that are super, super old, and now they get these really nice buffs. I mean, let's look at this Goku. He's now over 100k defense. He's going to work really well with this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan right here, who gives, what, the 35% to attack and defense. And then, of course, he also shares several of these links. I think, like, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Shattering the Limit. Like, they link up incredibly well together. Really, you could say that's maybe the only negative about the Super Saiyan 2 Gokus, is that they are shattering the limit instead of prepared for battle. Oh, we crashed. Okay. All right, we're back. Definitely pretty weird. Sure, whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, it is unfortunate that the Super Saiyan 2 Gokus have shattering the limit when the majority of the team really is fierce battle, right? So 1.74, definitely a very, very solid attack stat that we're getting right there. I mean, considering just the amount of support he's giving the rest of the rotation, right? So he gives 3 key and 30% attack to all allies, and then he gives Super Saiyan 2 category allies 30% defense. So you look at that type of buff alongside a 1.7 million attack stat, like, again, that's just tremendous. And, like, I really want to focus in on talking about, like, some of these teams in the future, like the Majin Buu arc team, and just how impactful it's going to be when, like, they get the LR Ultimate Gohan. When they get the LR Kid Buu, the new Dokkan Fest Gotenks, like, when all those units get added to the Majin Buu arc team, like, you're gonna need something like this Goku to give support to that whole team, because as of right now, there is no, 2 key and 40% attack and defense Majin Buu arc category support type unit. I really would love if they would do that, but I don't know, maybe they think that unit would be too strong at this point. But then again, the Time Traveler category does have one, and that category is similarly, like, expansive. Like, there's just so many different characters and variants you can run in that Time Traveler category. And you do have that Time Traveler Mai, right? They were not scared to actually go ahead and put her in there. So, that's, I guess, an important thing to think about. All right, so, I mean, we don't really need to go too much longer here. I mean, we know what this Goku is, right? Like, he's a really good support type unit. Like, he's just going to keep everything functioning well. Sometimes, support type units, showcases for them. Like, I'll never forget the infamous case. I will never, ever forget this, no matter what. I was showcasing the AGL Final Form Cooler when he first got his awakening. I put him on an Extreme AGL team, and I had him give Majin Vegeta like a 5 million attack stat on a mono AGL team or something insane like that. And the comments were littered with people, oh, here we go. It's not a truth showcase if a summonable LR doesn't steal the show. Truth doesn't know how to showcase. And I'm like, hello? Like, Cooler gave the extra damage to Majin Vegeta. That's part of... that was the point. So, I understand that sometimes, showcasing just support type units, a lot of people don't really understand how valuable they could be. I mean, I still see a lot of people say that they don't like to use support type units. I mean, I do understand that with some of them, because, some of them are very squishy, right? They can get hit and take a lot of damage. But, like, if we're talking about, like, this AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku, or, like, Int Metal Cooler, or, like, the EZA Rage Trunks and the EZA Tech Blue Vegeta, those types of support type units, they're not squishy. You could put them in the front lines. They do very, very well. That EZA Rage Trunks, I've used him to beat the Legendary Goku event many, many times in the past. Like, he's really good, because these EZA units, remember, their stats are just so high. Like, this AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku is at 10,500 defense, right? For a unit that came out years and years and years ago. And, he has, 15,000 attack. Like, these are typically units like this type of Goku and stuff like that, whose stats would be horrendous, right? Like, let's see what this Goku had 12,900 attack before his EZA. Like, that's horrible. Like, that's really bad for a banner unit, basically. 12,000 in that range, that's like lower end banner units. Like, sometimes we see some newer units end up in there because they want to balance them, like Demon King Piccolo is in the 12,000s for attack. But, like, it's not something you typically see from newer units these days, right? And then usually 12k and under, that is where you'll have free-to-play units, right? So, I don't know. I just, as long as EZA is a thing, Dokkan is in really, really good hands. Okay, so we did this. I used the private server to showcase the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku. We're going to do the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku later on today as well. The reason for that is because the EZA area stages for them don't come out for weeks, right? Like, this guy comes out on January 14th, and then the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku comes out on January 21st. I don't really like how they did that. They took that from Dragon Ball Legends, where they kind of like stagger these events like that. It is kind of dumb, but, you know, whatever, I guess, right? Like, I don't know. I guess it's spreading out content to maybe make the game feel a little bit more full than it actually is. That's, I guess, my only guess. Now, the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Goku, he is actually live in-game, so I'm going to do, like, a traditional showcase for him. We'll take him on a bunch of different teams. We'll get him with LRB Pan. You know, we'll do all those things with the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Goku, right? So, let me know what you guys think of these Super Saiyan 2 Gokus. Again, I'm a huge fan. This is exactly what the Buu Arc team needed. I've been saying this for a while. There's still a number of teams that do need powerful support type units like this too. You know, for example, Transformation Boost. You know, like if we got a unit like this for Transformation Boost, that is a dramatic power increase for that team. So I would hope to see like eventually something like that happen for one of those teams, right? That's one reason STR Cooler is so damn good, is he functions as a support type unit for Transformation Boost, which has one of the most busted category rosters in the game, so it works really well. So thanks guys for watching. Make sure if you're global, you get these guys ready to EZA, because they're very important. Like, I know this Extreme Z area was super annoying, farming up all the hero and villain extermination units and how annoying it is to awaken them, but now that the Tech Vegeta is there, and then these Super Saiyan 2 Gokus, you definitely want to EZA area these guys, because they are very good for many different teams. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.